This is my opinion, and I'm done pretending it's confusing. I do not understand why an entire cluster of powerful men tied to Epstein, adjacent to Epstein, defending Epstein-style behavior, normalizing it, downplaying it, joking about it, or intellectually laundering it are so obsessed with reshaping America instead of just admitting they hate the rules here. Because let's be honest, what they actually hate is accountability. They hate consent laws. They hate age of consent boundaries. They hate the fact that children are not commodities. They hate that women can say no. They hate that victims can speak. So instead of going somewhere that already tolerates the shit they seem so desperate to defend, they decide to burn down an entire country. That's the part that enrages me. If your worldview requires exploiting the vulnerable, why are we being punished for it? Why are our institutions being dismantled? Why are our laws being eroded? Why are our kids being exposed to propaganda and moral rot? Just so a handful of sick, powerful freaks don't have to hear the word no? Why is America being dragged toward authoritarianism, surveillance, repression, and Russian-style oligarchy? Because some men are furious they can't behave like predators anymore? This country did not sign up to be your cover story. And let's call this what it is. You don't want freedom. You want impunity. You don't want speech. You want silence from victims. You don't want traditional values. You want a hierarchy where power excuses everything, money erases guilt, and abuse gets rebranded as culture, humor, or debate. And when society says no, instead of self-reflecting, you retaliate. You radicalize. You destabilize. You cheer on regimes that crush dissent. You flirt with turning America into a place where fear replaces law, all because you refuse to control yourselves. That is not ideology. That is not politics. That is not patriotism. That is collective hostage-taking. You are subjugating millions of people not for survival, not for security, not for justice, but because you are enraged that civilization draws lines you can't cross anymore. And here's the part you keep misunderstanding. We are not obligated to accommodate your sickness. We are not required to lower our moral floor for your comfort. We are not going to dismantle democracy so you can feel powerful, aroused, or untouchable. America is not your loophole. Children are not your collateral damage. And the rest of us are not your human shields. You don't get to turn a nation into something unrecognizable just because the rules finally caught up with you. That's not rebellion. That's not masculinity. That's not strength. That's weakness with money and a microphone, and we see it.